The Phoenix Suns have won 6 of their last 7 games, including their most recent against Toronto. And as the scuttlebutt has it, James Jones and Masai Ujiri were seen walking together in the arena, and that combined with the latest reports from several credentialed sources has NBA fans expecting some kind of trade soon between the two teams. Before we dive into that, please leave a like on this video and tell me in the comments, what do you think is going to happen and what do you want to happen between these two teams, if anything? During our latest live stream, there seemed to be a consensus amongst Suns fans that they want Pascal Siakam. Obviously, the dude's a stud. But very recently, the Raptors have let it be known that OG is likely up for grabs, which leads me to believe that Pascal's not going anywhere. But I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. Fred VanVleet could also be available, and we'll get into Fred, but first OG. It seems the starting price tag for OG is going to be at least 3 first-round picks. And rumor has it that they've already turned down 3 first-round picks from some other team, so it's likely going to be more than that. So the Suns are in a great position here, because James Jones doesn't really draft well anyways. Jalen Smith over Tyrese Halliburton, and so on and so forth. But a serious issue here for the Suns getting OG is that everyone is going to want OG. Not every team has the first round draft picks to throw at him, but everyone is going to try, and there are several teams with first round picks that they can offer, one of which New York, and they have more picks than us, and they'll likely be better picks than ours if this season goes the way that Suns fans hope it will go. So the Suns are going to have to offer more than just 3. You know they're going to try to sneak Jay Crowder in there if the Raptors will have him, but Landry Shamet could go. In fact, there was one trade machine idea that I saw on Twitter that I really like, and it seems here everybody gets what they want. The Bucks get what they want, give up who they want, and this could really work out. My fear is that the Raptors would try to sneak Cam Johnson into this trade, and I don't think any Suns fans are down with that. Not after what he's done coming back from injury. He and Mikal lately have been making themselves much more valuable and much less likely to get traded. They fit Monty's offense so well. Before Cam Johnson's injury, yeah, sure. During his injury, yeah, we would have traded him. But since coming back, he's just been red hot, and he's made it so apparent that he is a key to this offense. He's just been really special in his return. Now, bringing in OG would likely move Cam Johnson to the bench, and I don't know that the Suns are looking to do that. Although pairing Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby's defense to completely shut down the wing play of other teams, that might be too exciting to pass up on. I know John Gambadoro tweeted about OG's injury history, and that gave me pause at first, but then I thought about it, and who isn't injured? Honestly, everyone in the NBA gets injured all the time. There's very few that you can't say have had a rash of injuries. Like, do you really think any other team would have an issue trying to trade for Devin Booker because of how many injuries he's had? And he's had plenty through the years. It used to be his hamstring, now it's his groin. It's always something, but that doesn't hurt his trade value. OG Anunoby obviously isn't as talented as Booker on offense, but he is no slouch, and his defense is elite. Do not kid yourself, it's elite. But a problem here is that it appears he personally wants a bigger role. He wants to shine. He wants to take that next step in his game. And I don't know if Phoenix is the place for that to happen. There's only one basketball at a time on the court, and we've got shooters and ball dominant players everywhere already. We can barely get DeAndre Ayton his touches. So a determining factor could be the Suns thinking that he's not going to stick around with us because he wants a bigger role, something like the New York Knicks could probably offer him. They've got better first round picks, they have more first round picks, and they can offer him a bigger slice of that offensive pie. The Raptors also have reason to be moving on from Fred VanVleet. Though he's terrific for them, he's going to want a payday though, and I don't know if the Raptors want to give him that. And if for no other reason than not losing him for absolutely nothing in a year, they might be willing to trade him. And VanVleet fixes a much larger problem for the Phoenix Suns, in my opinion. I've heard people say it's the wing. I think most Suns fans would agree with me that really it's the point guard of the future needing to be addressed. And this would give it to the Suns. To be completely honest, the Raptors have several players that the Suns could and should be interested in. Obviously, Scotty Barnes isn't going anywhere, but maybe they're willing to move off of Chris Boucher, and that's someone that really fits the Suns' offense and what Monty likes to do through big men. But in the end, I'll be happy if the Suns can net OG or VanVleet. It doesn't have to be Pascal, although that would be incredible. And I think the Suns should be willing to move 3 first-round picks and Crowder. We've got a slew of other players that can go if need be. I'm just concerned about keeping both twins, Cam Johnson and Mikal, on the Suns. I absolutely do not want to give them DeAndre Ayton, but they have been looking for a center. And if it ends up being a bigger swap of DA and someone else, that could get us more from the Raptors. We could be looking at a real blockbuster deal of multiple players. I know not all Suns fans are against that, but if we are going for OG, it's gonna have to be more than just 3 first-round picks. But if the Suns are able to pull that off without giving up the twins or Ayton, it would be James Jones' finest hour. And it would give the Suns a genuine chance to go to the finals and maybe win it this year. I just don't know if I want the Suns or if they would want to give up almost all of their future picks and have no incoming young players for the next few years. All in all, I just see the Knicks as a better landing spot for OG than the Suns. And I see VanVleet as a better fit for the Suns for what we need right now. Tell me in the comments, what do you want to see happen after these negotiations that we're told are happening between the Suns and Raptors? Leave a like on the video. Until next time, go Suns.